of peach blossom. Concrete tumors competing, greed and height, and all I see are Himalayans. I've heard about a place with trees where springs run clean through valleys and peaks, and the air can heal you as you breathe, not like the smoke that fills these streets. Yeah, I read about a place somewhere far, you can't get there by car, where misty veils hide mystery trails. I think they call it Shangri-La. With trees where springs run clean through valleys and peaks, and the air can heal you as you breathe, not like the smoke that fills these streets. Yeah, I read about a place somewhere far, you can't get there by car, where misty veils hide mystery trails. I think they call it Shangri-La. I've become my own queen, I'm never going back. No way, don't wanna, I'm never going back. I've found I'm never going back. No way, don't wanna, I'm never going back. All I see are Himalayas. Paradise waits only for the lonely, the escapists and the brave. Freedom is a place, so let's run away. Somewhere far, they call it Shangri-La. Now think of peach blossom. All I see are Himalayas. Paradise waits, freedom is a place there. I think they call it Shangri-La. Now think of peach blossom. All I see are Himalayas. Paradise waits, freedom is a place there. I think they call it Shangri-La.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel, welcome to this evening's stream. I'm Rolling Form, you're joining us here for a best of 7 in round 7 of the, well, it's the current major on the Blitz EU server. It's the last round of the round robin. We're going to see BPS versus BPS. It's going to be a proper old grudge match. Let's see, replays are on, which is good. We are just doing a teeny tiny little bit of housekeeping. I'm really sorry for the delays that we've had. Let's see. Okay, well, we're going to do the same old stick, which is where I faff about with the volume and you tell me whether it is good or bad. So, we're here, we're ready to go. Thank you for tuning in. It's going to be a pretty fun one this evening. Now, we already know we already know who's going through into the next stage. Basically, it's going to be APA, BPS, Jones, and Serenity going through into the top 4 of the final stage. There is no outcome in the fixtures where Raid, the other BPS, IMO, or First Alliance can get through. So we're kind of locked in. I really wish I had been around last week. I would have loved to have streamed these top 8 games, but I know that we've had some really good coverage from the other streamers, so I wasn't too cut up about it. Basically, I was working overseas, so I was on a hotel Wi-Fi. There was no way in hell that I would be able to stream in any any sort of decent order. But I'm really glad to be here streaming BPS on BPS. That promises to be pretty awesome. Let's just have a quick look. I wanted to double check actually what the maps are. Mollendyk, Yukon, Rockfield, Vineyards. Well, be still my beating heart, because I can actually take us over to Mollendyk right now, as it so happens. Oh, my face has disappeared. That's the big old sad times. And I'm back. Amazing. So yeah, just basically because we've now had also the server shuffle around Wargaming, we've done some things with the CIS server, and also we've got Ufinjar. I'm sorry, I'm butchering the pronunciation. I'm working on it, but we've got some top tier, some amazing Russian CIS server players now on the EU server competing as their home base. So I know that we've got a lot of Russian speakers in the audience. So chat for this stream is going to be English and Russian. We've got a new Russian speaking mod, David. So welcome, David. Thank you for helping me out.
To the swarm.
Oh, the subscription shark is somewhere. It's down there. That's far too small. And that is not what she said. So this is Mollendyk, which is the newer map, shall we say. And let's just see if we can't get the pinger on the go. So I haven't seen this yet in a tremendous amount of detail in terms of a tournament esports format. So I can't really tell you much about it. I would love to be able to go into the ins and outs of the map from a tournament perspective, but I haven't really seen it. Certainly not in a serious tier 10 capacity yet, in like a seasonal major like what we have this evening. And actually, because it's going to be BPS versus BPS and the results are pretty much fixed, I wouldn't read too much into it. However, I have laid down the challenge, or rather the sort of the proviso, that whoever wins this is the real BPS clan. So obviously this is going to be the most serious ultimate best of 7 that you're ever going to witness between two clans. We've got Deadly Tanker 57 saying make sure the replays are on. The update gets me every time as well. I have to admit that usually when the update comes in, things change, particularly the replays, and you have an absolutely epic mastery hero carry, and you just didn't get it. No replay didn't happen. It's as simple as that, basically. So we're going to start off on Mollendyk. It is a best of 7, so the first team to 4 victories takes it. Obviously, each team will want to get a pretty good solid footing in on the first one. Being a newer map, even though I know that the teams have played this a little bit already, there's still going to be some uncertainty. There's still going to be some wiggle room available for some sort of shenanigans. Hemming Verma is rooting for Ufben Josh, which makes absolute sense. It really does. He is I think he might be one of the longest serving, longest playing Blitz esports professionals. I mean, back from... He was easily playing in 2018. Maybe he was even in the first year. So he is top tier esports royalty. I really hope the mic's good, because I've been prattling on now for a while. So this is the map. I'm not sure what I'm expecting to see in a tournament capacity. Certainly we know that B and C are closer together. That being said, there is some advantages for having map control over A. I don't want to dwell on it, because if we're being brutally honest, I can't tell you. You probably know more. I haven't seen any of the tournament games thus far this season, because I have been, like I said, basically travelling. I was away in Greece, didn't have decent internet, couldn't do pretty much anything other than the work it was sent there to do. So we've got the tournament room. We are up and in, which is amazing. BPS versus BPS. Yes. Happy days. I mean, the BPS family is very close to my heart. It's one of the clans I've spent quite a bit of time in, and I know, well, certainly the sort of the leadership of BPS quite well. I would say very well. They're a cracking group of people, and I know that they are doing really good things overall for Blitz esports. So being able to cover BPS versus BPS, a grudge match, if you will, is awesome. Let's see. Okay, we've got 4 minutes to go. We are running on a 5 minute delay, so there's no risk of stream sniping here. I'm kind of interested to see what the meta is at the moment. Let's select. I always forget what tank I should be taking, whether I should be taking a heavy or not. Let's go. But this is the First League Championship. It's a bit of a weird one, of course, with all the events that are going on at the moment in the real world, shall we say. This is one of the first seasonal majors for quite a long time that hasn't had any kind of cash prizes up for grabs. Now, Wargaming have done a lot of restructuring, so that makes perfect sense. However, I was having a look through the in-game prizes, and I think they're pretty good. As a compromise, like, there's a lot of gold and a lot of premium time up for grabs. I don't know how the players feel about that, but I think given the situation, there's a decent chunk of goodies up for grab here. Not that these two teams are actually battling out for that. These guys are battling it out for pride. Oh my giddy aunt, there's also the Object 2684. A lot happened. The week I was away, a lot happened, basically. No, I do believe that this is the man himself, and he Bella from BPS sent me a screenshot of Way to Success. I think that's Ufben Josh, where he put in over 7k damage in a tournament game, which just blew my mind, if we're being brutally honest. So, let's see, 2 minutes to go. Looks like the teams are set. Mollendyk, we've got BPS. I'm going to call this team...
To the swarm.
Hey, aloha. That's cool. I like that name. I'm going to call this team BPS, and I'm going to call this team BPS-. But BPS taking double 50B, triple T100 LTs, double Progetto 65. This is a very light and punchy lineup. BPS-, though, 150B, I've never been a fan of a single 50B, a single T57. I think those tanks work much better paired together. It's tricky to use one of those tanks, one of those vehicles on their own. That being said, if anyone can do it, it is a top 8 team, like one of the BPSs. BPS-, though, it's 150B double 2684 which I've not seen in action, period. I think I've met maybe a couple of them in the test on the actual server. Triple T100 is a quadruple T100. Hello, Russian light tank meta. Let's be there. Amazing stuff. We've got 39 seconds to go. BPS dash
swarm.
Russian MILF. Oh, yeah, there are some good usernames coming in here. That's awesome. Hey, Bella. Thank you. That is super true. Being able to playing in the top 8 is one hell of achievement in and of itself. Of course, making it through to the top 4 is just that little bit extra, which is fantastic. Thank you, Sif, for confirming that the sound is good. Lyra from Wreckham asks if BPS are the same clan. And I have to tell you...
Whoa, hold on. Wait a minute. Super chat detected.
Bella. It would be when there was text on screen. Oh, I wonder if we'll get in. We might lose the first 20 seconds. No, we are in. Fantastic. Let the games commence. We've got BPS Red Team South Spawn up against BPS Dash Blue Team North Spawn. I'm just trying to relearn the free camera controls. Looks like BPS Dash are sending the triple T100s up into the middle. We've got Papa Jordan, RG Potens, and Sir Mufasa contesting Foxy. Getting tagged, will struggle with the gun depression. High progressive play here from BPS Dash. Foxy taking hits in across RG Potens, flanking that AMX-50B. Oh, down! Goes Attack Taste. And BPS trying to resist the push. Papa Jordan in trouble. Foxy low. Down goes Papa Jordan. Foxy pulling back. RG Potens will shut down Foxy, and it is the red BPS with the advantage for the time being. Peter, Taylor Swift enjoyer, aren't we all hustling? And it is currently a solid hit point and gun advantage in the favour of red BPS. Blue BPS, as we're now lovingly referring to them as, in a bit of trouble. That high progressive push through the B cap panned out really bad for them. Turbo running and getting gunned down by Striker in the 50p. And this one is pretty much one and done. Red BPS. BPS OG, some might say. Very, very healthy. And Daniel, SXB, looking for a shot, goes down to RG. And away to success, last man standing. Shut down by Money, and it is a strong opening, a very strong opening for BPS. BPS Dash, they pushed, they seized the initiative, and they were left with a big hit point deficit. Way to success, top of the table, as you would expect. The rest of BPS Dash really getting caught with their pants down, I would say, in that one. Oh, Bella. You're too kind. You're too kind, Bella. I'm a little bit sunburned, in case you can't tell, but so that kind of, that'll cover the blushing, which is all good. BPS Dash now on the back foot. It's a best of sevens. It's the first team to 4 wins it. He says. Yeah, it is a best of 7. So yeah, the first team to 4 will take it. I'm just moving some things around here. Don't mind me. superb performance by BPS. Received the push from BPS Dash very, very well. And actually, I think this kind of fixture can be quite telling, because it's basically the 95 acres welcome. It's basically the ultimate kind of scrimmage, because you're going up against technically your grudge match rivals, and also it is the perfect environment when things don't matter in terms of progressing to the next stage of the tournament sense. The perfect environment to test out strategies that you're not so sure about. So we might see a little bit more experimental gameplay here. Certainly things are very, very fast-paced indeed. BPS versus BPS Dash going back into Mollendyk, swapping the spawns as per usual. BPS Dash with the 2684s again, double 50Bs, triple T100s. They've dropped one T100 for a 50B. I think that's a wise call. BPS, the red BPS, have dropped a 50B for a Progetto 65. That is supremely interesting, and I think Not To Be is going to have an interesting run here. He is the most sort of central unit from red BPS. Blue BPS again being super aggressive on B. Not To Be getting not all of the bounces, almost all of the bounces. Taste pulling back. Oh no! Senior Mufasa bleeding, hemorrhaging out of his tank's aorta. Bad times indeed. RG similarly, and red BPS now are in a lot of trouble. Blue BPS coming out trumps. They've got an almost 2k HP lead. Taste having to make some moves here. He's going to, at risk of getting swamped, will get tagged by Money. And red BPS have pulled this one back. They've shut down General. They've recovered from the hit point deficit tremendously well. Papa Jordan getting some support here from Money. Down goes Foxy in the 50B. Papa Jordan still hanging on. Turbo, just going to call it Turbo, does manage to shut down Papa Jordan, but is now getting chased by Money. This is messy, almost impossible to commentate. It's a big advantage to red BPS, but blue BPS are not out of it. I think the 268s, maybe blue BPS can still do this. Money needs that shot, will find it. And we are now looking here at Daniel and Way to Success. These 2684s basically isolated. Wait, have they got reactive armor as well? Jesus wept. Double Progetto 50B and the T100. T100 trying to stay at range. Daniel pushing into the 50B. Money will look to get sniping shots across. Way to Success. Ooh, Striker does have some support. Lovely high roll from Money there. Striker with the clip. Daniel in trouble. Daniel going down to someone. He is down. Last man standing. He's down to Way to Success now. 1 on 3. Will struggle here. Don't know what the traverse speed on the 2684 is like. But he is just he's going to get clipped. He's going to get the... I don't think he's got the traverse speed to deal with the 50B and the Progetto. Oh no! Turn! He'll turn, he'll get one shot in. Mufasa has the kill shot. Mufasa! Shuts him down, and red BPS coming out trumps from Mollendyk. And you know what? You know what? I think the 2684s were a liability in that game. Color me skeptical. They did output some damage, but I think just the sort of the general pacing was too disparate from the rest of the team. That's a gut feeling. That is what I feel in my gut. Is maybe that's not a complementary lineup, especially versus what BPS brought to the field, which was just way more mobility, and also like the Progettos, that burst damage is pretty lethal. And they're not sluggish tanks either. But now we're moving on to Yukon. It's a newer map. It's more well-known than Mollendyk. And BPS bringing triple 50Bs, triple Progettos, which is interesting because you haven't seen Progettos not really meta in public matches. And it looks like they are bringing RG into T100. Oh no, the double T100, double Progetto, triple 50B. 50 seconds to go, they're ready. BPS dash bringing 2 IS7s and 5 T100 LTs because, I mean, like, why not? Why not bring all of the Russian tanks to the fight? BPS dash are going to be very fragile and very low on hit points relative to BPS. Mono team, BPS mono team versus Speedrunnery. Am I saying that correctly? Is that right? Speedrunnery. Let's not go there. Let's not bring in the team names. That's just a recipe for disaster. BPS leading BPS dash 2-0. Only 2 more wins in it for them to take this.
Welcome to the swarm.
Hey! Dimon loves lemons. Who doesn't love lemons? They go great in a gin and tonic. BPS versus BPS dash. More T100 LTs than you can shake a stick at on the side of BPS dash. BPS dash, BPS blue team playing out of the north spawn versus BPS red team playing out of the south spawn. This is the very definition of a wolf pack. Look at these boys go. Oh my goodness me. Turbo Taste, Daniel SXB, way to success. This god tier CIS player scooped up into the BPS dash roster. Red BPS will be having the cap advantage. Striker, Money, Papa Jordan capping out A. It's going to be a quick, small 12 cap point lead to BPS. Not a tremendous advantage. It's easily flipped. My god, free cam speed's awful. Not to be getting tagged for 2, 6, 8, well, 8, 7. A lot of hit points. Those T100s, that view range light tank, great. Just a really good platform to output damage from in initial engagement at range. Foxy pushing onto RG, not to be coming in to help Tiebreaker here as well, and BPS dash are fighting back supremely well. They have eviscerated the hit point lead that BPS, the red BPS, brought to the table. Tiebreaker barreling in, looking for a ram kill, won't find it on Papa Jordan, and he has pushed up into a whole angry hornet's nest of tanks. He's just going to look to put one shot in. He could have waited maybe for Papa Jordan there. Papa Jordan is down. Taylor Swift Enjoyer almost getting trapped. Foxy in trouble. Foxy looking to put one more shot into Money. Money will now clip out Foxy. No, doesn't need to. RG's there. It's a 5.
Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Super chat detected.
Thank you, Asuma. And it is, well, we've got here. Way to success. Just, no! Shut down. The curse of the free cam. Taste doing the honors, and well, that is pretty rapid.
Welcome to the swarm.
That is pretty rapid. Welcome, you overlord. If we have a look here at the damage spread.
Welcome to the swarm.
Oh, way to success at the bottom. Shocking, absolutely shocking. Welcome, Procrastador. But big success here for BPS dash. Recovering nicely.
Welcome to the swarm.
Everyone's coming in. Kasabak Sorba. It's a good name. Kasabak Sorba. Rolls off the tongue. That was a big recovery from BPS dash. BPS just the IS7s were played really well. The high progressive IS7s pushing in, soaking up a lot of damage, just getting the other BPS team, BPS, the red BPS, focusing on them, letting BPS dash's T100 LTs get better positions, come in to do some farming at range. It was pretty gutsy move, barreling those IS-7s in as aggressively as they did. It really was. But now we're going back in, swapping the spawns. BPS, no changes to their lineup. BPS Dash are bringing an extra IS-7. They've gone slightly heavier. They said, you know what, 2 IS-7s? We need a little bit risky. A little bit risky, which I can relate to. So, back into Yukon. BPS still leading 2-1 over BPS Dash with their supreme performance on the new map Mollendyk. Senor Mufasa is Ramio. That makes a lot of sense. Fantastic. In we go once more into the breach. Those IS-7s, I mean, it's quite a disparate lineup, and I think actually those IS-7s are going to be quite difficult for the red BPS to deal with. BPS Dash, the blue BPS, playing out of the south spawn in the second game on Yukon. It's just going to be such a good Iron Fist, very hard for them to deal with. Way to success. Oh, lovely cross choice. Cosmin has become a member. Welcome to the channel. Not a lot happens here. But thank you anyway. Huge gameplay from Way to Success. Looking to get shots into money. The situational awareness on this man is phenomenal. And the hit points are just falling off the red team. They've lost money. Tiebreaker. He's down. RG getting tagged. Way to Success getting tagged once. Looking. Dodges. Don't know how he dodged that shot from RG. Will put in a shot on the move. That is just genuinely awesome. Looking at this guy. Bouncing. Dodging shots.
Welcome to the swarm.
Getting chased down by an average Taylor Swift enjoyer. Or Peter Taylor Swift enjoyer. Look at how is he? I don't understand how he's driving like this. Gameplay wise, we are seeing a big dominant performance by BPS Dash once again. We followed Josh for this match just to see how he drives in the T100 LT, and I've got to say I am not disappointed. It was a pretty simple. The games we've seen so far have not been strategic masterpieces. Not to poo-poo either of the BPS clans, but they have been somewhat brawl fests in the middle, particularly on Yukon. And BPS Dash, the blue BPS, coming up trumps on Yukon. And we're now tied up 2 games apiece. Way to Success, putting out almost 3k damage, mostly shooting behind him while driving forwards. I don't understand how you managed that. Here we are. We're now going into Rockfield. Rockfield, an older map, wasn't actually in tournament rotation for quite a while. So I'm always interested to see how this one plays out. Now we know that there are still some fantastic boost strats available. Doesn't look like either team's going to be running a boost strat here. Welshie is saying it's a hotspot for Russians. Actually, what we've got, the reason why we've got a lot of Russians here, it's got nothing to do with me. Everything to do with a Blitz esports celebrity. Way to Success is Josh, formerly from C4 and then 7-star fame. Is as old and as storied a Blitz esports player as one can possibly find out and about there. So that's why everyone's here. And based on the mechanical skill we saw in the last game, it makes perfect sense. the man is rather good. Let's put it that way. And when a British person says something is rather good, what they mean is it's very good. So, BPS going into 20 seconds into Rockfield. 1 Progetto. That's Ramios, Senor Mufasa, but it looks like he's changing. We're going to see some T22s, T100 LTs, IS-7s. Ramio just toying with us. He's not ready yet. He's in a 140. BPS Dash, T100s, 268 4s, and an IS-7 Tiebreaker. Timilk. Don't know why I'm saying Timlik. Need to focus on my name. It's Timic. Just Timic, yeah. IS7, one lone IS7. This 2684s might work a bit better here. I think the 2684s suffered on Mollendyk because they're relatively slow, especially compared to the T100 LTs, 50Bs. Also, they're not, I mean, they're TDs. The Traverse, they don't have a turret. The Traverse is not brilliant. So there's a lot of different variables at play. Red BPS playing out of the North Spore, moving aggressively onto C, sending those fast tanks up into the middle versus BPS Blue team in the immediate exchange on this little ridge area here. C getting quick capped. Senior Mufasa in a 140. We're seeing the T22s, Peter and Papa flanking wide, getting control. BPS, Red BPS getting control over the C cap. They've got cap control, they've got map control over C. BPS Blue BPS Up and Josh are now going for B. Are they going to also have the assets and capability? Big track shot coming in. Daniel SXB getting tracked by RG. Hit points in the favor of Red BPS ever so slightly. I mean, by ever so slightly, we're talking about 1.5k, which is quite a lot. That's quite a lot of hit points. Daniel SXB not connecting with RG. Hull down, almost invulnerable. No! Reactive armor, but getting tagged from the side. Red BPS and Timit coming in for shielding, with Daniel SXB getting found. He's in trouble. We're going to see Senior Mufasa going in for the kill shot. BPS, Red BPS swarming all over Timik now. And BPS Dash maybe slightly out of position with the B cap. They do have A, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. Foxy and General are there. It's a gun advantage. Hit points neck and neck. Gun advantage to Red BPS. Blue BPS in a little bit of trouble, we're being brutally honest here. They're on the back foot. They've managed to take down Peter Taylor. Holy moly, what happened to his hit points? And I think Blue BPS are about to come up trumps. Way to success now, just rotating through, getting tagged, getting flanked by Senior Mufasa. It's 4-on-4. Hit points in the favor of the red team. Big 674. Hello, good morning from Object 2684. Senior Mufasa looking for a shot, won't connect, trying to get an angle. Does he have the speed? He does, but that's not going to be a good trade for him. No way, Jose! Way to success now. Trying to just get a block in on Striker. Wants to put in one more shot. He's tied up a lot of assets. General looking for the kill shot. Will find it. Way to success. Putting in 709. My god, that thing hits like a sledgehammer. And BPS Dash, I don't know how they came back from this one. They took a really solid drubbing early on. But Red BPS. And it's General with the kill. Red BPS. Maybe biting off more than they could chew in the middle there and actually seeing. I don't know what the DPM is on the 2684, but the combination of that firepower and that armor profile looks to be a little bit brutal. Solid performance all round. Well, apart from Daniel SXB, who just got absolutely rinsed and flanked. And I think that's an important thing, is the 268/4 is a solid tank, but it's not invulnerable. That's a very important distinction to make. It is definitely counterable if you can get side on, you can get the shots in, and you can swarm over it. And what we're seeing with this very sort of fast-paced, high-frequency count of T100 LTs, 50Ps, Progettos, is that teams are bringing the assets and maneuverability to counter a tank like the 2684. BPS Dash is not 7-star. BPS Dash has acquired some talent from 7-star, shall we say. I think that's the main thing, is when we think about the BPS teams model, is they're probably one of the more professionally oriented units on the Blitz esports scene at the moment. They kind of operate a bit like, not a Premiership football club, but in terms of managing a team, bringing in talent, bringing people together to work together, trying to get the best combination of abilities. In that sense, they're more like a true esports unit than other clans and teams, which can be built around friendship or national identities. Think Raids, German, Win with Finnish, FBI with French, Serenity's like-minded people playing together. Also, but basically, they're coming at it from a different angle, and they're getting, slowly but surely, they're getting different results, which is really encouraging to see. So, BPS versus BPS. BPS Dash on a roll, covering, and are now on match point, recovering from the 2-0 drubbing on Mollendyk. Red BPS, do or die. Can they take it to a tiebreaker? This could potentially be the last fight this evening. Red BPS playing out of the south spawn. BPS Dash, blue BPS playing out of the north spawn. Their main man, way to success in the T100 LT. We're looking at a neck and neck hit points. 9 hit points in it, in the favour of BPS Dash. Oh, Daniel SXP once again. The sacrificial lamb on B. I don't think he's getting out of this one. He's absolutely not getting out of there. He's down. That being said, not to be is soon potentially not to be. Papa Jordan getting chased out by Foxy. But BPS Dash do have a hit point, tiny hit point advantage here, even though they're a gun down. They are carrying, they are trading guns for damage. The question, of course, is who's got the better accounting overall? Way to success coming in to insulate, protect Turbo. Trading shop for shop. We're talking esports pro on esports pro here. Striker looking to put the pressure on. General getting hammered. Guns and hit points in the favor of Red BPS. Money in trouble. Focus fire. Money down. Not to be down. Hit points red. Guns blue. Ooh, this is going to be very interesting. Striker not going for Turbo. Doesn't have to. Great calling there. Looking to shield Wafasa from way to success. Bit of ram damage. Misses the shot. Way to success. Not in trouble. Will be able to get past the IS-7's very slow gun traverse. Does he have a shot? He does! I didn't think he had that. And we are going to see a tiebreaker here. Way to success! Making the T100 LT's gun depression look like it is not an issue when we absolutely know that it is. But the question, of course, is can he carry? And the answer is probably not. Looking like he's in trouble. Ooh. I believe. 24 hit points. I don't believe anymore. I don't believe anymore. And BPS, Red BPS, proving they have got absolutely everything that it takes. We're now tied up 3 for 3. These guys taking it brutally seriously. There is no quarter given. And the winner of this next match, this tiebreaker on Vineyards, will be the official BPS in my eyes. Not maybe the official BPS, but when people ask me, hey Rolly, who do you think the real BPS is? I'm going to say whichever team wins this next game is the real BPS. That doesn't necessarily make it true, of course. But that's what we're doing. So, Vineyards. Good map. Very interesting map. Red BPS. Looks like they're already ready. With a quintuple T100 LT, double IS-7, it's RG and Striker in the IS-7. Striker had a pretty good run in the IS-7 in the last game. BPS Dash, blue BPS, having probably a very heated discussion in Discord right now, in the Discord chat, about who's going in what tanks and how they're going to win. This is interesting. No. It's a good question, Unknown Watcher. BPS Dash are currently top 4. BPS are not top 4. So BPS Dash, regardless of the outcome of this next game, are already qualified to the next stage. And BPS are already knocked out and are not going to go through to... They're not making the top 4. But it just goes to show you how serious and deep the rivalry is between these two teams. Because we have seen nothing but solid, we want to beat the other team gameplay from either side here. And BPS Dash are just chopping the playbook right up. We're looking at a W50M, AMX50B, triple T100 LT strat on Vineyards. I'm super curious to see where those 50Bs are going to be played. Really, because the 50B I mean, it's a good tank, don't get me wrong, but it's not one that you see very often. It's a bit of a heavium, but from the medium angle. It's tall. Are they going to be using that to play in the city, or are they going to try and clear the ruins with an aggressive rush strat? These are the questions to which I want my answers. And it looks like, well, it's Turbo and Daniel SXB in the E50M's way to success is going to do the spotting run. And we're looking, if you look at red BPS, they're all out to the left here. Senior Mufasa Ramio is in A. It's going to be a cap lead for red BPS. No one spotted by BPS Dash yet. There's money. He is spotted. He is tagged for 358. Daniel SXB. Oh no. The man's legacy is just really he seems to lose a lot of hit points early on, and I don't know whether that's because he's sacrificial lamb or because whether he's peaking a little bit too aggressively. And I think right here, right now, Striker smells blood. Specifically, he smells Daniel SXB's blood. Great play by Turbo. And down goes Daniel SXB. Hit points big in the favour of BPS Dash though. Those E50Ms trading slow. Red BPS looking to shut down the next tank they can get their teeth sunk into. Taste, does he make it? Not to be. Gets out. Taste getting shielded by General. RG doesn't have the shot. Papa Jordan. Oh, Taste staying low. Papa Jordan looking for the kill shot. Will pick it up. We're looking at a 3-on-4. BPS Dash with a big hit point advantage. One gun advantage. GG from Ramio. Senior Mufasa. Way to success in trouble. Papa Jordan will get the ram kill, but he'll be shut down in quick return by General. 3-on-2. BPS Dash have it. BPS Dash are the official BPS clan. It's not really, it's just, I'm just making that up. But, you know, we can make a soundbite. BPS Dash are the real BPS, and RG Potence is just saying, not like this. Not like this. And he's down. Cracking gameplay. That is very rapid gameplay. There's not a lot of time to talk about what's happening, and there's a lot happening simultaneously across the field. Absolutely superb performances. I mean, if we just have a look actually at the win rates, the average damages, and the battle counts. I mean, like, I think I'm a fairly decent player, and then I look at like I look at the stats on some other people, and it makes me want to weep with how bad I am. Yeah, the 50Bs were kind of like a bait strat. That was very interesting. I don't know if that was the plan, but it played out perfectly. My God. There's like there's just nothing but super unicums as far as the eye can see. That's terrifying. That is absolutely terrifying. Viva the BPS. Well, what we can do, because that is the end of the. Mate, I've got the T100. I'm good. I'm good. What we can do actually.
Welcome to the swarm.
Well, I can't pronounce that name. I'm sorry. I would try. But it's just not happening. It's not happening. What we can do is we can refresh the brackets, and we can see we've still got Jones versus Serenity to come. Let's see, is this going to be the wrong screen or the right screen? It's the right screen for once in my tiny insignificant life. My computer has remembered which of my two monitors is which. So from this evening we can see that IMMO, the Emulator Enjoyers team, have thrashed Raid 4-0. BPS Dash, the true BPS team, have beaten BPS, the fake BPS team. APA beat First Alliance 4-0, and we're still waiting on the results from Serenity. So, yeah, this is basically, I mean, if we have a look now at the leaderboard, actually, tell a lie, I think the results have just come through. Serenity have beaten Jones 4-1. So if we have a look at the leaderboard, yeah, it's a pretty actually quite a solid split. I don't know if this is something that we would have expected earlier on, but there is definitely a top four which has come out of this round robin stage pretty clearly. Serenity 7-0, undefeated, are top of the table, the ones to beat going into the top four. BPS, Dash, Jones, APA all going 5-2, which is pretty damn respectable if we're being honest. And then of course you've got BPS, Immol, Raid 2-5, and then Poor First Alliance, which is its own story about issues with sort of mercenary players and qualifications, going out 0-7. And not the good 0-7, the sort of the bad. We had a really rough time in the round robin 0-7. But that's fair enough. So, it's been a cracking stream. I'm going to keep it short and sweet, actually, this evening, because there's not much more.
Welcome to the swarm.
Toxic Gaming, welcome. That's a good name. I don't know what the difference is between those two screens. Fantastic. Toxic Gaming, welcome. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. Thank you to Bella. I'm going to scroll up because I've got the first part of the name. To Azuma Sarutobi from Sparta Clan for the very generous super chat donations. They are greatly appreciated. We will use that to upgrade the hardware of the stream. And also, welcome Cosmin for joining the channel on YouTube. It's pretty good. So yeah, thank you all again. I've said to Wargaming that I'm available for the top four, which is the 11th, 12th, and 13th, to cover all or some of those games. But we're really lucky now on the EU server. We've got an absolute surplus of streamers, which is really cool. It's something that I couldn't have dreamed of 2 years ago, certainly 3 years ago. You'd never have convinced me that we'd have so many talented streamers as we have now. So that's awesome. So maybe I'll be bringing you some more coverage. Maybe I'll be watching from the sidelines with you. Anyways, it's been cracking. I hope you've enjoyed it. Link to the Discord server and all my other social media is in the video description. I'm sort of active on Instagram, and the Discord server is kind of like quiet/dead. So maybe don't bother about that. But anyways, I will see you all in the next stream soon enough. It's Rolling Swarm signing out. Bye for now, guys.
Take it a run, run, run. I wanna let you down. You're gonna bleed traffic light for my phone, so I can breathe as you will drown.
Detected.
Take it run, run, run. I wanna let you down. You're gonna be traffic light for my fun, so I can breathe as you will drown. Traffic light for my phone. Silence spreads the world around.